Okay, so I'm just gonna make a quick tutorial on right side rafters. There's nothing really documenting it out yet, and I've been getting a little more consistent. So just gonna put this out here for the time being, so that there's a clear description on how to actually do it. So I'm just gonna run through it once, and then I will go into more detail and explain. Okay, so just a bit of info about the skip real quick. This version of the skip is the fastest one we've found to be consistent for now. You need at least around 220 FPS to do it. Anything higher is going to be harder. It's going to like scale and get harder as you get higher with FPS. But you do need above like a certain threshold. That's not really an exact number since the fly is RNG, but I cap around 228. But higher FPS is going to give you less knockback, so it's going to be more difficult. Slower version exists, but it's around like 2 seconds slower, I think, and I don't know how much FPS you need for it. I would guess around 150, but if you want to learn that one, I would ask Skate King. Okay, so just gonna go frame by frame and try to explain what's going on and what you should be looking out for and trying to do while doing the skip. So to start, you should go over this guy. You're always going to do the same amount of dashes, so it doesn't matter. Up to this point, you can choose to... The visual cue here is this like signpost. You want to be between this signpost and the edge of the wall. The more right you jump, the more you're going to have to delay your dash, but it's a very small amount. I choose to go from the left to ensure with my own muscle memory that I always pogo this guy and get the max height. If you jump here and dash at like the same or like too early, basically, if you jump from the right, then you will not like get max height from this pogo because you won't hit it with the tip since you're too far right. So I personally choose to jump here. Some people don't like to do this. The downside is sometimes you can get hit to the left, but I'll explain how to avoid that in a second. So here I press nail and wings on the same frame. Sorry, nail and jump on the same frame. I have an input display here. And it doesn't have to be like the exact same frame, but I try to press them together. And I just do this for the sake of timing the dash, because you'll see I like do the pogo and then just immediately dash. It's just a muscle memory thing. So yeah, you can just see like nail, dash, and then pogo and hit this guy. So here, because I got hit on the way up, you can see I'm like still moving up when I get hit from this pogo. This is actually kind of bad because I would have gotten more height before getting hit. So you will see that's why I basically barely make it to the thing, but it can still be saved with good execution, which I managed to get here. So for this guy, you never have to worry about the jank side slash happening. I'll explain that in a sec when we get to the second pogo, because you do have to worry about it. But that only occurs when you turn around after getting hit. So here you basically just get hit and then buffer the pogo out of this. You're gonna pogo and then max height you want to dash. Sorry, max height you want to dash as high as possible. This is just muscle memory. And then as soon as your dash is over, you fireball twice. You want to lose as little as height possible. I lost a frame or two. And then you will damage tank again. Now here's where you have to worry about pressing nail late. So you'll notice like I press nail like much later than I normally would with the other one. And that's because if you get hit and it turns you around, you actually will just get a side slash if you buffer a pogo. So yeah, basically don't buffer a pogo on turnarounds because you'll just get a side slash. So you have to avoid that. That's kind of one of the most annoying parts. But here you're just gonna pogo, and then make sure you're like max height on this dash. This dash can be pretty hard to get used to getting max height because the vinge fly like dies, and so you get freeze frames. And then yeah, after that, just grab the wall.